Testing audio. Alright, looks like audio is good. So, today I'm gonna start with a Super Mario Flash beginner tutorial, like what strategies to go for, basically that kind of thing. And then I'll do world record attempts, so let's get right into it. Let's, switch to this. So the first thing you're going to want to do, obviously, is download the game. You can find instructions on my YouTube. Basically the short version is you want to go to speedrun.com/super_Mario_Flash, which, there you go. And then from there, you want to join the Super Mario Flash Discord. There's the Flash version that you want to use in general, and the Super Mario Flash 1 file is pinned in Super Mario Flash 1 specific. Alright, so now you got the game up and running. Hey Vexter, hope you're doing well. So, let's discuss why you want to run the game. If you're not super motivated, I'd recommend at least thinking twice before attempting a run of this game. It is very, very difficult. And unless you really want to set yourself up for failure, I would not recommend it. But then again, I mean, you do you, I guess. So next up, let's discuss something that's really useful for practice. You can press click and hold down on Option, and press C and H, and then release your mouse button, and it'll unlock this cheats menu. And from here you can get 50 lives and unlock the levels. This is banned in full game runs, I will note that, but it is extremely useful for practice if you don't want to use the practice hack. And then in options, I'm just going to turn the sound off here since I have background music already. As a matter of fact, let me switch to, let's go with this. Alright, so now, Mario or Luigi, the choice doesn't really matter, but I would recommend always picking the same character, because the visual cues that I use depend on which character I'm using. And so, like, if I try to do a run as Luigi, I wouldn't be able to. So, all the visual cues that I'm going to be referring to are going to be as Mario. Alright, let's start with, there's an extra power-up inside of the Toad House if you need one. There's a 1/3 chance of Mushroom, 1/3 chance of Fire Flower, and 1/3 chance of a Star. Then to access it, you press B on the overworld, and then you press space to consume it. Fairly simple. Now let's enter level 1. You can move around on the overworld by using the arrow keys, by the way, as you can see from the input display. Enter levels using the spacebar. Hey Cheese Grater, hope you're doing well. I said that letter without someone giving channel points. Oof. Alright, so now let's discuss Mario's movement. You can move right and left. There's no running in this game, so it's just like hold down the arrow keys. Then you can jump by pressing up. Mario's jump height is always the same. So if I do a short jump or if I do a full jump, I'll go to the same height. It's also interesting to note that if you hold the up button, you will jump continuously. That's useful in several spots. And then finally, by pressing down, you can dock. But it's also worth noting that you have to only be pressing down and maybe up as well. If you press left or right, you will not be able to crouch, as you can see right now. Alright, now let's discuss the route that you want to use. It's really up to you. I'd recommend grabbing a mushroom in level 3. I don't really know, it might be easier to just grab fire in level 1 if you're a beginner. So, there are a couple different strategies. Obviously, in level 1, you want to use the shortcut tunnel. The first strategy you can do is something like this. And then, I'm bad, as you can tell. Go back over here, grab this mushroom, and then go into this pipe. This pipe right here has a shortcut that you want to take. The alternative, which is if you don't want to pick up a power-up, jump onto this pipe, jump onto this, and then right before that Goomba you want to jump. And then you can make it into the pipe. I'm gonna take a death here so I can show that off again. So you want to jump onto the pipe, jump right here, and then right before you hit that Goomba, jump again. It's fairly lenient. Ideally, you'll land on the pipe. You can control yourself in midair, obviously using right and left. And then just press down to enter it. It has to be fairly specific. Let me check that notification real quick. Where is it? Yo, Freezer, thanks for the host. Appreciate it. And also, glad you're enjoying the music. So when you come down into this section, I obviously already despawned all the Koopas. But what you want to do is hold right into that section and then jump before you hit the Koopa. So the first room is going to look like this. Then the second room, hold right, and then right before you hit that Koopa, jump, like that. It's also worth noting that there's a backup power-up here if you need one. Alright, then this section, yo Freezer, thanks for good luck. This section, is quite difficult, especially for beginners. The strat, you can go for up and right out of that pipe. That works. What I usually do is this, where I'll like run off the edge of the pipe, and as I'm in midair, I'll press up. It's really up to you which version you want to use. Then you want to get over that pipe. For a beginner, I'd recommend waiting for the enemies to be out of the way. Then you want to hit the Goomba, try and avoid the Koopa, and then make it onto this block. Then once you're here, you can do a full jump to get all the way onto the second block. And from there, you jump onto the third block, and jump onto this pipe. Then from here, you can just run and jump, and you don't have to worry about these piranha plants, because you'll just jump over them. Once you're here, what you want to do is jump on the second step. And you might be wondering, how do I achieve this? The visual cue that I usually use is I line up with the right half of this block. Like, once I'm approximately here, I tend to jump. So something like this. Let me try not to die as I get back over there. So, once you hit that second step, just hold up, and you'll end up here. Now here, there are two different strats that you can use. If you're feeling like an expert, you can attempt this strat, where you just run off without waiting for the piranha plant, and I guess you can't make that jump back, so I'll show that off again. The alternative is you can wait for the piranha plant to go back down into the pipe, and then run off and jump. It becomes a lot easier. You don't have to worry about the second piranha plant after the gap, because you can always just jump clear over it. Alright, so from here, you want to jump roughly where I did right there, at the edge of that block. I'll show it off again. Yeah, this is a beginner tutorial for people who are interested in starting to run the game. Obviously, you can go for more advanced strats like perfect level 1, but I won't be covering those here because unless you're going for ILs, you really should not go for perfect level 1 as a beginner. For reference, there it is right there, except I messed up the last jump. That's what perfect level 1 looks like. Now do a frame perfect jump before that first pipe. The way I'll demonstrate it here, you want to jump basically when Mario's vertical distance to the pipe. Like, the distance between being, the vertical distance between here and here is about equal to Mario's horizontal distance between the pipe. So like roughly there. Like that. And you want to graze against the pipe for the first jump. Then for the second jump, you want to run right up to the Koopa and jump on the last frame. You don't need a tutorial. Well, I mean, then just don't use it. Then for the second jump, you want to get right up against the Koopa for perfect level 1. A lot closer than I did in that underground. And for the third jump, you just jump as late as you can off the block. You know what, since this is a beginner tutorial, I'm not going to keep trying it until I get it. But yeah, that is a strat that you can go for. It saves 1 second. Would not recommend until you get at least sub 9 though. I don't know what I did there. Glad this music is in the beginner tutorial. Yeah, of course you wanted the Vex music to be on everything that I make. I'm not surprised by that. Alright, can I demonstrate where to jump on the ending section again? I really wish I had save states, so it would make this tutorial a lot easier to make. You want to jump like right there. Like, you see this crease, like this like black line between those two bricks. That's roughly where you want to aim for. Although anywhere on that block should be okay. Don't quote me on that. Then this section you just hold up and right and reach the flag. It's that easy. Alright, so that's level 1 done. Now we're heading into level 2. Alright, there are a few different strats that you can do here. Let's start with the advanced strat first. For the first section of levels. So obviously you want to buffer right here. Then right when you touch the ground you jump. You want to jump off of... Jump off of that pillar, jump off of this pillar, jump off the question block, and then jump off the pipe. Now that's quite an advanced strat, so it saves about a second. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you grab the flagpole. Thank you for mentioning that. So the strat that I would recommend here is just go for this. Actually, don't. I don't remember what I used to do here in runs, but yeah, I used to do a much safer strategy. You can jump here, then you can make it like that, and then from here you can make it onto the pipe. If you want to jump while the piranha plant's still in the pipe, and like it hasn't gone down yet, yeah, you can do this sequence with just up and right. Then you want to make sure you want to land like right on the edge of the pipe. Like if you get this close to the piranha plant, I think it'll be okay, but if you get any closer, you're probably dead. Then from here, you can just hold up and right again and make it over to here. Then this section, there are several different ways of clearing it. What I do is I jump on that star block and then keep jumping until I reach this cannon here. You do want to slow down, because if you don't, you'll just end up over and die right there. And then from here, once you're on top of the cannon, you can just press up and right, and you won't land on the first platform, but you'll land on the second one. So let me demonstrate that. So from here, just jump immediately and you'll make it onto this platform. Then here, you want to jump immediately again, and you can make that platform as well. You can wait as well, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'll also show off the visual cue that I use for that section. I do want to note that this visual cue is not 100% consistent. It has killed me before. But my visual cue is, once I'm on here, I jump. And then if I only collect the first coin there, you can just hold up and right, and you'll usually jump on that platform and then jump off. Then from here, it's okay to bonk against the pipe. I do it in my runs too. Then, right after you pass from underneath that Koopa, you want to jump here. And then there will be like... Let me see if I can show it off. Alright, let's do another attempt so I can show it off. That's fine. You'll have to, like, the piranha plant will still be up, and so you have to jump slightly up without holding right, and then start holding right. So yeah, I bonk against the... That was a terrible demonstration of bonking against the pipe. Then here, you want to jump up and then tap right. And then from here, you can just run past that guy and jump over him, and then jump over the gap. I really wish I had save states so I could show off these sections a lot better. But yeah, once you're here, just jump again. And from here, I jump right around like here, and then I land on the first Goomba. And then once you're here, you have to wait a little bit for the platform from what I remember. But once you're there, the cue that I usually use is if you see like this horizontal beam in the background, once you reach that height, you can hold up and right and you'll make it to this platform. Then here, just jump above that, jump over the 2 Koopas, and then jump over the cannon, and the platform will already be there. You don't have to worry about the platform not spawning. You might want to jump a little bit later after that cannon, otherwise the jump might miss though. Tied level 4 record, the next easiest one. Why is level 4 a 5-way tie? What? I actually didn't know that. But then, yeah, here, once you hit up out of that pipe, you can just get onto this. Then from here, what you want to do is the easiest strategy is just hold up and right. And that'll work even if the Koopa is still in the way. So just hold up and right out of the pipe and you're good. Alright, now here's how to do level 3. What you want to do is run off the edge of this pipe, and as soon as you've run off the edge, you want to start holding up. And that gets you this far into the level. Then from here, you can jump onto here if you're feeling risky. And then from there, you can make the jump to here, but it's difficult. Wait, what's this about a reverse corner boost? Even if you jump slightly late, it should still work. And then from there, I usually do that movement. If you don't want to do that, I'd recommend for the Piranha Plant to wait for it to go down. And then I'll die here so I can show you what I do to avoid that Koopa. Oh, I got a reverse corner boost. Nice. Didn't even notice, actually. Then here, you just want to jump right away, right before that Koopa. And here, what I do is I usually jump like just past the right edge of this block. Actually, never mind, ignore that advice. You can either go further to the right and get the Piranha Plant to spawn, and then wait for it to go down. Or if you want to do what I do, you can jump right about there, which I would say is somewhere in the middle of the block. And then I've just showed off my strategy here. What I do is I grab that mushroom. This mushroom grab is extremely easy. I would definitely recommend doing it in runs. But after this jump, you just keep holding up and right, then hit the mushroom block. Go over to here where you spawn the platform and come back. Obviously the mushroom won't be as far to the right. Then you want to grab it and then jump back before the platform despawns, and usually you'll be able to make it. 20k resets, nice. You can just duck under these guys, they won't give you many issues. Although it's worth noting that if they're spawned in for long enough, they can damage you. So usually that won't be an issue though. So just hit that mushroom, come over to here, then come back after grabbing the mushroom. Alright, now here, you can take that jump off as aggressively or as non-aggressively as you'd like. You want to hold right, jump up onto this top section, and then come over to here. If you're on this block, or this block, the Hammer Bro should be unable to catch you while you're waiting for the platform. Then you want to come over here, and ride the platforms. You can duck under the Koopas again, and then just wait for the cannon, and make it to the end of the level. But there's also another strategy that's not all that difficult that I'd recommend for beginners, which is the Koopa jumps. Now, I don't really have any great recommendations on where to jump here. It's really down to learning the timing via muscle memory. And I guess there might be a visual cue from the background as well, but I don't use that. You can also grab fire in this level, that I'm not going to be showing that off since that's an advanced strat. Then here, jump off, jump again to avoid him, and then run over to this block. Then here you can just duck under the Koopa again. You can run and then jump onto that Koopa and make it to this platform. And then you can do it again for the second Koopa, but that one doesn't save as much time, so it's up to you whether you go for it or not. No advanced strats allowed. Yeah, exactly. So I'll just show that all off again. And I guess I'll show off an ending strategy. This one's somewhat advanced. I don't know if you want to go for it right off the bat, but you can. You can do a bullet jump at the end. Basically, if you wait a few frames after landing, and then jump again, you'll jump on the bullet, which saves 0.3 seconds over waiting. So, coming in from the Koopa jumps, you have to jump on the back half of that Koopa, otherwise that won't work. If you jump like in a couple of frames there, you'll get that bullet, then just hold up and right for the rest of the level. That's a nice amount of coins right there, 69. Alright, now for level 4. This level is fairly easy, especially with fire. As a beginner, you might want to grab fire here. There's a fire flower in this block right here. So you just grab it. Then, what I do here is that's not what I do in runs. What do I do in runs? I do this. Where I jump into like this little pit right here. Jump up onto here, and then, like, jump past this pipe. The visual cue is, if you look at the floor right here, like where Mario's feet are, there's slightly more grass, and that's where you want to jump. You can also just jump onto the pipe, and then jump off. Then from this platform, you can jump on over here, but I would not recommend it. It's slower. You can just hold right, and you'll just land right on it. Then from here, jump up, avoid the Koopa. With fire, that jump is a lot easier. But yeah, you can also wait for the piranha plant to despawn and then jump from here. Then from here, you've got 3 Koopa jumps that you need to do. And you can jump from, I guess let's show it off. You can jump off of this block right here, or off of this block, and the Koopa jump will work, so it's fairly lenient. Personally, I'd recommend trying to jump off from this block, because, let me show you why. You can just hold up and right, and you'll land on like this brown platform. I missed it there. So I jumped like halfway across that first platform, and then here, you can just hold up and right up until you get to that hammer bro. Now, if you have fire, I would definitely recommend killing this hammer bro with fire. So yeah, just hold up and right. Here you might have to slow down when landing on that brown platform if you jump too late. So like here, slow down a bit like that. And then from here, you want to jump on the hammer bro from that second block there, because on the first block there's a chance that he can still kill you from throwing a hammer at you. So like that. And then here, you want to jump and then slow down here. Then just run across these brown platforms. And then here, just pretty much you can hold up and right. For these platforms, you have to basically run almost to the end. I'd say like 3/4 of the way across and then jump. What would I do if you beat the glitchless task? I don't know. It is possible. I feel like with reverse corner boosting, you might be able to save a few frames. And also if a new route's found to be faster. I mean, I guess you'll just have to beat the record if you want to see what happens. Alright, now level 5. This level, immediately you want to hold right, and then just jump. As Small Mario, that jump is free. As Big Mario, you have to jump fairly late to make it. No, actually, you have to jump fairly early. That's my bad. Let me show that off. So you want to jump as early as you can, because otherwise you'll take damage. Then, yeah, you can just hold up and right past this pipe. Then this pipe, you want to jump, like, right on the lip of it. And then jump down. You have to slow down here. Then you can jump under that Potaboo. This is very important. If you do not have a power-up, please, please, please grab the mushroom in this block like this. You need this power-up for Bowser. Theoretically, yes. Not grabbing that power-up is about a second faster. But in reality, it requires a perfect Bowser pattern. Do not do this, you will be thanking me. Otherwise, you'll reset over 90% of the time. Alright, now, what I do is I jump onto here, jump onto that block, and then I just hold right, and it carries me onto the second platform. Then here, I jump onto the third step, and then jump up from there. Then once you're up here, you can jump again right before you hit the spiny. And then those fire bars really aren't that bad, you just need to jump at the right times to avoid them. So you want to jump like roughly there, and then right there under that first you want to jump under like the question block here at the right edge of it, and you want to jump under that first fire bar. If you have to wait, this is a safe spot. None of the fire bars can reach you. Alright, now this jump. You'll notice that this platform does not start to move until Mario gets on it. So all you can do is stand at the front of it and do a single jump, and that will always clear the Potaboo. Then on this platform, you can stand on the front of it, and the Potaboo will never bother you. Then from here, you just run, jump, jump again. Do whatever movement you want to get across here. It's worth noting that if you jump as late as possible there, you will bonk here. So what I try to do is jump slightly earlier. Let me see if I can show it off. Like that. But the problem is, if you jump too early, of course, you die. So, probably not super beginner friendly. Now for Bowser, you just want to hold right, get past him, and then jump before the axe. And that's why having a power up here is so important. Then here you can just buffer right and space to grab the chest. And boom, that's World 1 done. I will be splitting this tutorial up into several parts just because of how long this has taken. So this is part 1, levels 1 through 5. I'll cover levels 6 through 9 next time, and I'll probably do level 10 in part 3. For everybody watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, follow me on Twitch, all that stuff. Everything's in the description. See you in the next tutorial. Alright, let me stop recording. Never mind, I wasn't recording. Alright. I thought I was local recording, but I guess not. Let's switch to runs. Hey Epicness, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I swear, I was like, I'm gonna local record this, so I can just upload it straight to YouTube, but like, No. Yeah, I can highlight it and export it. That works too, but like, it's just extra steps for me. Let me change the title. What stream uptime is that? So 33:14. Stop tutorial roughly. As a note to future Rail when he's highlighting this. Alright. Now, back to regularly scheduled Super Mario Flash runs. Let me actually switch to music first. Let's go with, this. Why not?
Did you forget to unload the
Not the ad, dude.